It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
Opened in 2001, it lies alongside Brock Heward in the booth. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. Oh no, today before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, when the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like you talked about. But these guys, man, they are cornerstones of their offense.
Well, here comes their offense to begin the drive. And in the middle of all of them, oh yeah, there's the focal points of their game plan, their quarterback.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs.
They connect on the deep shot. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very deep. Pressure off left, and it's blocked! It's a foot race! The 50! The 30! And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for two.
Well, partner, it's about the most unlikeliest score you're going to see. 6-2 out the gate. I don't think I've ever seen it. But you follow a touchdown with a block point after the return, it's exactly what you get. And you actually see smiles on both sidelines as we get going.
Deontay Hardy to return. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens need only one to take the lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! The Eagles have it! Has a hole left, room to run. 30! And that return goes all the way back, so their lead only lasts a moment. Just like that, we're all tied up again.
Well, I know you, Kate, and you know me, and I think we would both sign up for this kind of track meet. One side of it scampers all the way down the field with a big play. The other side, they don't hang their head for a second. Instead, they block it, and they scamper it all the way back the other way for two on the board.
And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some time. That's caught at the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So it's for y'all to recover from that last play. It's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Hurts to throw. Buying some time right. On the move. He's got it deep downfield. Is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now we'll pause. The officials.
Previous play is under review.
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Hardy on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series.
Go. Hey, report. It's on.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Lamar now from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Takes it in at the 21. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Eagles will take possession. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their early lead to 13. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Pressure off left, and it's blocked! The Ravens scoop it up! And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a block extra points on the play.
And that block's going to take a little bit of the sting away from giving up the touchdown. I'll tell you, that's exactly, if you're on that special teams unit, how you want to start this game, playing hard, executing well, and putting a little seed of doubt and thought on the special teams unit on the other side.
And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They're still in search of that first down of this game, Brock. Hoping to put together a drive and avoid calling on the punter again. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Middle.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. You at X.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Finding Flowers. Space on the right. He's got room. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 1-score game. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A quick 2nd score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
Yeah, I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Devontae Smith, the intended target. And it's going to be second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Completion. Here comes the second down call. Hurts now from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So now it's going to be third and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Now that's a situation, may have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake.
We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. On the run right, throwing deep. This is brought in at the 15. Give him 32 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And he makes the catch. Touchdown! The Eagles make it a 12-point game in the first. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. And another one is no good. What a disaster this has been, Brock. That is his 3rd missed PAT in this ball game. No time just yet to figure out what's going wrong. After another miss, he's got to stay out there and send this one away. Hardy on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens and Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back up.
Big game downfield. And that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. Man in motion here. 2nd and 15. Headed out right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's on the move. On the move, looking. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense.
Automatic first down.
Hey, report. Hey. What ain't it?
First down, here's Lamar. And a man is there to knock that away.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Middle.
This is Henry on second. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And he's there to send that one away. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for this. He connects downfield on 4th. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
What ain't it?
Jackson to throw it. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Caught by Flowers. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Rush coming off, finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. The Eagles have it. And he stopped after a little bit of progress. It won't be 2 the other way, but still, at least a blocked extra point on the play. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Return starts at the 9. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. On first down, Hurts buys time, rolling right. This finds Smith. Escapes a defender. Another awesome move. Devontae Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The three-possession game. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His third through the air this game. One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push the lead to 20. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Return starts at the 3. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
One ready? Ready?
Trying again, following the set. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Takes it in at the 26. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside, defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 4th down.
Penalty helps the offense out, but still 4th down to figure out. Shotgun snap to Jackson. They connect for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down, 24 yards, and it's a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Escapes out to the left. He's on the move. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Trying down the middle with Henry. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Josh Sweat making the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, That was a matchup successful for this offense.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute it.
Hey,
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Go ahead. 13. Out.
They give right side to Henry. Jukes one defender. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens drop the lead back to 13. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Forced out to his right. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. Wow, he's dropped hard on the return by one of the offensive linemen. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. They've got a man in motion. Lamar off the play fake. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that.
He's got it inside the 10.
Let's go.
Offense up to the line fast.
63.
First down from the red zone. Chased out to his right, and they take this in for the score. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2. Freifert with the option, and that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Elliott all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Brandon Stevens has it. Well, they have the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception and give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often.
Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. And as they keep going to him, he's now across 200 yards in what's become one of the most productive games he's had so far in his career. Now, so much for seeing a safety, Brock. Things have totally changed now on 1st and 10 across midfield. Here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens get it back to a 14-point game. After seeing his point after blocks, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. He fields it from the 8. And he'll get a couple more on the dive before being marked down. One last play before the break.
Great.
Throwing it just before halftime. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Dealing with some time constraints, it seems. We'll bypass halftime and get right back to the action. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardy on the return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
Hey, report.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. And wait, what's this? They fake the spike.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, One of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing again is Lamar. Andrews with the kick. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Ravens take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, shut up.
Lamar throwing again. He fires one deep down the right side. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Baltimore. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. This return starts at the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, first and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. No touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
It's Dotson on the catch. He's still going at the 30. Keeps it moving. And he's going to make it all the way to the goal line before going out. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Another score for him this game. The fact that they pulled that out on a first and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you what their body...
He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. The mark of 554 yards and stood resolute since back in 1951. Touchdown, Philadelphia! From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over
out
at
of
that
bounds.
spot.
Kicking team.
So march it forward after they accept the penalty. 1st and 10 from the 41. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Aguilar with the grab. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson's going to throw again. Taking a shot for the end zone. Big gain downfield. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Now he's throwing deep down that side of the field. Has a man, it's Brown. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Bit off with his aim, but that point after is good. And the Eagles go up by 19. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends... And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he could have a free play here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Offside, defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still first down.
Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that sets up 2nd and 5.
Real quick, ready? Ready?
Shotgun snap to Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. I'm just going to say, maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Jackson yet again. Throw caught by his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on him. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And good tackle, but a flag is
Offside.
down, likely
Defense.
against the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Hey, Ozzy, shut up. You are, hey.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Flush down now to his left. Henry on the catch. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
On 1st down, Jackson. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now it's 2nd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
2nd and 10 now. And that falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Again, it's Jackson to the air. That's caught for the 1st. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Great.
Putting a receiver in motion. On 1st down, Hurts. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Oh no, they get him yet again. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens are stopped and are going to have the football out beyond their own 30.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 1st down.
We'll talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate 1st down following that encroachment plan. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Now Jackson off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Hey. Report.
Lamar off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Play fake, Jackson. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. And again, it's Jackson. Getting out to his left. Throwing on the run, deep. This is caught inside the 15. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Rolling left, buying some time. Bouncing football. And this one kicks out at the 5. Lucky break that keeps a scoring opportunity alive here. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. That's taken in by Henry. Dodges the tackle and he's in. Touchdown. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens trim the deficit down to 5. Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. His return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down throwing for Hurts. He was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Offense in the hurry-up here. Motion man right is Smith. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Eagles make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles push the lead up to 12. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return.